everyone, welcome back to Risa Does Makeup. In today's video, I have a special guest. I asked my mother to come over the other day so that we could talk a little bit about makeup for mature skin. Now, I am 45, almost 46 years old. I'll be 46 in May. So technically, as far as the cosmetics world is concerned, I do have mature skin. Anyone over 35 in the cosmetics industry is really classified as having mature skin. But I know a lot of people watch these videos titled Makeup for Mature Skin. And sometimes, from what I hear, from the feedback I'm getting, those of you that are in your 50s and 60s and beyond who are looking for advice and help for your skin are finding that you just simply can't relate to not only the YouTubers that are in their 20s and 30s, but also some of us that are in our 40s, because let's be real, your skin in your 40s is different than it is in your 50s and in your 60s and beyond. So I thought it would be a great idea to have my mom, who is in her early 70s, come back to my channel. She's been on my channel before. We actually did a makeover that was a little bit more glam that I will link in the description. I just thought it would be great to bring her in for a video, have her speak to you about some of her favorite products that she's chosen pretty much on my recommendations that I have put on her in the past or gone shopping with her for, and that she really enjoys that work well for her skin. And then I go into showing you just an easy, everyday makeup look, something that will just enhance your natural beauty, something that should in reality take under 10 minutes to do. And if you are only interested in seeing the tutorial portion of the video, that's fine. I will leave a timestamp on the screen as well as in the description. But if you would like to hear my mother and I chat for a little bit about beauty and hear some of her favorite products, then that begins right now. Okay, so we are going to get started with the products that my mother is currently using. I've sort of cleaned up her your routine and your product. I hope that I have gotten you to maybe throw things out sooner.
Yes, I have a little
sort
bit.
of. She just showed me some blushes that I think are decade. I don't even know what decade they're from. Most powder products do have a very long shelf life. But by very long, I mean a couple of years. I would not say 5 or 10. You do want to, get fresh. If for nothing else, then there's better formulas out there. There's, your skin changes, your tones of your skin can change, and you just need different things, different formulas. Because both of your blushes are powder blushes. Not that you can't use powder blush, but I'm going to work with a cream blush today. I too like to keep products for a long time. You hate to throw something out that's not completely used up or that you still like, but the consistency and the smell is what's going to tell you if it's bad. So if you open up a lipstick and it stinks, you got to pitch it. Or if you open up a foundation and it's half water and half something, you want to get rid of that. So we didn't tell everybody your age, actually. So sorry, you have to announce that.
71.
Okay, so she's 71. And I think we're both holding up pretty well, I would say. But, at 71 years old, you are going to have loss of firmness. You are going to have some spots from being in the sun in your youth. And obviously you can go the route of doing laser treatments and things like that, but you are very against all of those things.
I'm not against them if someone chooses to do them.
Right.
I'm too chicken to do them.
She's against them for herself and for me. So for anyone...
I don't want any injections of any kind.
So for the people who think that I have, a face full of filler and Botox, that is not true, because my mother would kill me.
The one time with the lips.
Yeah, she hated the lips. She absolutely hated the lips. She did not hesitate to tell me that.
And her father hated the lips.
Oh, God. All right. Moving on. So you're pretty happy with your skincare routine.
Yeah.
Right?
Moisturizer, a
Yeah,
scrub.
you're very basic.
Yeah, and you've given me a nice
Yeah,
night cream.
I gave her this. So Charlotte Tilbury, I had always wanted to try the Magic Cream, but it's pretty pricey, and I'd always been told that because I do have more oily, acne-prone skin, that I wouldn't like it, that it would be too heavy and greasy, and I just basically wouldn't like it. But I actually love it. I was given one over Christmas time. Charlotte sent me some PR, which I was so excited to get, And in that PR, there was a magic cream and then there was the magic night cream. And so I gave this one to my mom because I had to try the magic cream for myself. And I love the magic cream. I feel like it's really helped with my surface dehydration. We both agree it smells good.
Yeah, it's fabulous.
It plumps up the skin. So the only thing with giving my mom this type of skincare is that if she really likes it, I have to force her to go buy it. I have to force her to put out the money to, yeah, that's true. And so speaking of things I have to make her rebuy because they are a little bit more pricey. This is the Lancome Skin Feels Good Hydrating Skin Tint Healthy Glow. I did receive this in PR and it was way too dark for me. I really, really liked it. It's only an SPF 23, but it has hyaluronic acid, glycerin, moringa seed extract, paraben-free and oil-free, and I just really like the way it felt. It gave nice, even coverage, and so she's darker complected than I am, so I gave it to her, and clearly you liked it.
Yes. I probably could go one shade lighter, but...
One shade lighter, yeah.
It's easy. I keep it in my gym bag because I can use it without any brushes, without any sponge thing or anything like that.
You just put it on like a moisturizer.
Yeah. And it's very, very nice.
And then when you want fuller coverage, you reach for the It Cosmetics.
Yeah, and it's got a 50 UVA, UVB, whatever.
And I'm going to list all the products in the description, but I'm going to hold them up so you can see.
That one's like getting ready in the morning at home. They give it to you with a brush. I use a brush, and then sometimes I use that, what do you call that sponge thing?
The Beauty Blender.
The Beauty Blender. So that requires a little bit more effort.
But this is fuller coverage, right?
Definitely.
And it does it stay on?
Yes.
It stays on well. So did you get this from QVC or did we get this from Sephora?
I got it from QVC, and I just ordered from them again, not the Bye Bye foundation, but the CC cream. And I want to see
try that.
How that works out because a lot of people in their 60s and 70s have made comments. Reviews about it, about the CC cream. And so it's also supposed to be full coverage. So we'll see. This is nice. My out.
Yes. So this one, this is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. I've spoken about this in a lot of videos when I speak about foundations for mature skin because it does give really nice coverage. It has a dewy finish. I wear this sometimes myself, but I have to use a heavy duty oil control primer and lots of powder, which kind of negates the dewiness, but it does give a really beautiful finish on the skin. And she's in shade 7.5. Is this still good for you or is this dark?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like a 5.75. But this is just I've been giving this to you or talking about this for years because I used to work for Giorgio.
Or dragging me into some place and making me buy it.
Well, we always try to buy it when there's some sort of a discount, like a 20% off or something like that. And she definitely saves it for special occasions. But these are her 3 favorites, so they will be listed in the description. And then you have more deep set eyes than I do. I have more hooded eyes, whereas I don't have a defined crease. My mom's eyes are they're hooded and more deep set. So when I do her eye makeup, we go pretty minimal. I think that what you're looking for, and I think what a lot of you are looking for, is just something that you can do every single day that's easy, that's just going to enhance your features, that's not going to be, like super glam, because you go out to nice events, but it's very rarely something that you would ever do like, the full glam. The last tutorial we did was a full glam because you were going out for your anniversary. So we really did it up. So I'll link that video in the description. So one of those things that I like to do with any makeup I do, regardless of the age, but especially on more mature women, is to make sure that the brows are filled in and groomed and have some color to them because they are the frame of the face. And would you say that as you've gotten older, you've lost color in the brows? Well, they get color more and gray. They thin out.
They thin. Yeah.
So you don't want to have, what's his name, Groucho Marx? Is that the guy with the big bushy brows? Yeah. All right, you don't want to have Groucho Marx brows or a unibrow or anything like that, but you want to have some brows filled in. So I'm going to use this Goof Proof Brow Pencil from Benefit. I like that it has a spoolie on one end, and I'm using shade 3. And I always brush the brows up. And her brows, actually, I'm going to zoom in. So her brows are nice and dark through here. She just needs a little bit through here and a little bit on the arch. So I like that this pencil has an angled tip to it. It makes it easy to just make some light strokes. And then add a little bit to the tail. And then it's important to use a brow gel to set it in place. I do like the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter, but I also like this one from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And this is just clear. For this look, I'm using a palette called Pretty Cool from Dose of Colors. It contains 5 really pigmented, really blendable neutral brown eyeshadows. I am applying it to my mom's lids from lash line all the way up to her crease using a flat shader brush. This one is from Delium Tools. It's coming out a little bit darker than normal because I had just washed these brushes and I don't think I let them dry long enough. But this is not a problem. I just diffuse the color with a blending brush. This one is a Sigma E40. I have had viewers say in the past that they're getting a little tired of seeing only neutral brown looks in mature skin tutorials. But I have to say that browns, when you're doing a natural everyday look, they tend to work well on the majority of eye colors and skin tones. So that's why I went with browns for this natural everyday look. And as you can see, I am just blending out to diffuse the color. And just to show that you can use color in an everyday look, I'm taking a little bit of this plummy burgundy color from the Too Faced Peachy Mattes palette, and I'm applying this right at the base of her lashes to give a little bit of intensity at the lash line and a pop of color. And I'm using this brush that comes in the Dose of Colors Pretty Cool palette. So I'm applying it and then just blending it out. So now I am going in with what I think is a MAC 217, but it might be the Sigma dupe, and I'm just blending out the upper edges of the eyeshadow. Now I'm taking the matte ivory shade from the Too Faced Peachy Mattes palette and applying that just under the brow bone to give the look of a higher arch and also to further blend out the eyeshadow on the upper edges. So to further define her upper and lower lash lines, I'm going in with this long-wearing Maybelline gel eye pencil. The color will be listed in the description box. And I'm applying it as close to the root of her lashes as possible, top and bottom. Now on the lower lash lines, I'm only putting the product on the outer corners because it's very pigmented and very blendable. So I'm going to be using this small brush from Stila to blend the color, to blend the eye pencil along the length of the entire length of the lower lash line. Now I'm going in pretty heavily with the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara. Both my mom and I really like this product. It gives a lot of length and thickness to the lashes, and it's a really nice deep dark black. So now I'm cleaning up any fallout with a makeup wipe and using my mom's own IT Cosmetics Bye Bye foundation. I'm applying it with a damp beauty blender. As she mentioned earlier, you can apply it with a brush. I am just addicted to my Sapphire Beauty Blender. So this is my preferred method to apply pretty much any foundation. And I might have already said this, but she is wearing the shade Medium. And we're just blending, blending, blending. And now I'm going in with this concealer from Maybelline. It is the Instant Age Rewind. I'm using the shade Light. And if you happen to apply too much concealer, what I did here and what I often do on myself if I apply too much is I just take product from one side and apply it to the other and blend out once again with my beauty blender. This is a wonderful, affordable concealer for mature skin. This is another great product for mature skin. It's the Lawless Seal the Deal Brightening Loose Powder, and I'm just lightly dusting it on my mom's T-zone. I'm avoiding the cheek area because I'm applying this cloud paint from Glossier. This is in the shade Dusk. It gives a very, very natural looking flush to the skin, but I decided that I wanted to kick up the color just a little bit. So I'm using this cream to powder product from Shiseido. As you can see, I'm just using the tiniest amount and blending it into her cheeks. And for the lips, I'm using this great product from Buxom. It is a lipstick and lip pencil in one. My mom does not like lip liner, so this is a nice compromise. It helps to define her lips and give her some nice color. And for a final touch, I'm using this beautiful lipstick from L'Oreal just to add a little bit of shine over the top of the lip pencil. And now the look is completed. All right, so we have completed the makeup. How do you feel?
Good.
Yeah. So framing the brow was really important, putting that lightness under the brow. Lots of mascara is really important, especially if you're wearing glasses. There are a lot of good mascaras on the market if you have issues with flaking and smudging that are tubing mascaras like Blink and Trish McEvoy. They make mascaras that form tubes around each individual lash that come off at night with just warm water. It looks like you're losing all of your lashes, but you're not. It's just the tube sliding off. And they're waterproof and smudge proof, and they're great for sensitive eyes as well. So for her foundation, we're using one of her favorites. We used one of her favorites, which was the Bye Bye foundation. She's gonna try the new CC cream, and I guess we'll have her back to report back on how she likes that. Just a light blush. I wanted a little bit more color. I do love these cloud paints. I don't know what happened to my other colors, but this one is Dusk. So that's just a great everyday blush, but I wanted a little bit more of a pop of color on the cheeks. You don't want it to go into clown territory, but you do want some brightness on the cheeks. And because she's got some, no offense, at 71, everybody's gonna have some lines around here. I didn't really want to put any like highlighter or anything real sparkly in that area. I did use a little bit of powder because she does get somewhat oily during the day in the nose. You said you don't really that much anymore, but she still has a glow going on. It didn't take away all of her glow. And throughout the day, this foundation, I feel like it stays dewy, right? It stays like dewy looking. So she looks appropriate for really any occasion. You could go out to dinner in this, but you could just do a casual day shopping. You don't have to put anything on the lower lashes if you don't want to. I actually didn't put any mascara on her lower lashes. People have asked me in the past, for mature skin, should you put lower lash mascara on? And I put it on myself because I have very blonde lashes and I don't have really, really dark circles. I have dark circles, don't get me wrong, but they're not really horrible. I think if you do have a lot of discoloration of the eyes, or your eyes get very dry, or you have a lot of lines around the eyes, then you could get away, and if you don't have super, super light lashes, you can get away with not putting anything on the lower lash line because her lashes are still dark enough where they have enough definition, but they don't need to be, that under eye area doesn't need to be emphasized. We want to keep everything up, everything lifted. So brows, lashes, eyeshadow blending up and out, cheek color, blend on the apple of the cheek and out, and definitely use a lip liner. You don't have to draw outside the lines, but a lip liner will help keep the lipstick from feathering into fine lines around the mouth. And I think that this is a great, I think this is a great, easy look. Used foundation, concealer, brow pencil, a couple of eyeshadows. Like the eyeliner is optional. You want to have a good mascara, blush, a nice powder that is good for mature skin that doesn't emphasize, won't make you look drier or emphasize fine lines or lines. And you want to have a lip color that is going to enhance but not be too bold and not wash you out, because you want to add that color back into your face. That'll do it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I hope you all enjoyed this natural makeup tutorial, this little beauty chat. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up. Just go like this, go. Thumbs up.
Risa.
And subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram and Snapchat and Facebook and Twitter. Everything is the same name. It's all Risa Does Makeup. So thank you for joining me.
Thank you, sweetheart.
We will do this again. And we'll see you all I will see you all in my next video.